If you want a flourishing business, then you're going to need a large subscriber list of prospective customers that are ready to buy what you have to sell right now. Well, in part 2 of this free 3-part series, I'm sharing with you hard-earned lessons from building subscriber lists of over 100,000. How I got started with zero budget, the key elements that you need to hone in on right now to ensure that you're successful in your business, regardless of what your starting point is. We're going to look at the most important marketing asset of all, which is your opt-in page. So your opt-in page is the page that you send all of your traffic to, and make some kind of offer on that page, whether to opt into the lead magnet or subscribe for some kind of free offer. So this offer could be anything from free PDF, a free report, a free book, a webinar, a video series. So how do you maximize your lead generation abilities and generate thousands of leads on a monthly basis by optimizing this one of the most important pages that you'll ever work on? So grab a pen and paper and let's dive straight in right now. The first and most important element of this opt-in page is the design of the page. You can have a really shitty design, but it can convert incredibly well. On the other hand, you can have a beautiful design, it can convert even better. It really depends on how you're positioning your brand. When it comes to this particular page, there are countless templates out online that are proven to work in any amount of industries. The industry that the templates are working in is seriously unimportant. I can't overstate that. It's unimportant. It's the psychology of selling and getting someone to opt in on this page, which is the important aspect that you need to focus in on. Where many people go wrong with this particular page is that they overclutter it. They actually try to say too much, but the core message is completely lost, and there's no hook that's really drawing people in saying, I have to leave my email address or take this quiz and opt in right now because it's really compelling me to. When you look at your opt-in page for your lead magnet, and you may have various lead magnets, we probably have about 20 different ones right now. When you look at your opt-in page, are you compelled yourself to opt into it? And I want you to be really honest with yourself, because being honest here means that you'll make a lot more money later. And this is the most critical aspect. When you assess this particular page and look at it objectively, take the emotions out of it, your page could be completely shit, and that's absolutely fine as long as you acknowledge it and do something about it. When you look at this page, is the headline nice and clear? Is it clear what it stands for? If someone is clicking on one of your adverts on Facebook, on YouTube, on Google AdWords, or wherever they're coming from, an email campaign even, when they're actually going from the advert and landing on the opt-in page, does the message actually sync up? Is it congruent? Is it still continuing to tell the same story? I see many individuals, they're running adverts, but they're sending people to a general website which could have like 100 different options on it, but no real individual call to action. When it comes to generating thousands upon thousands of leads, then that message in the advert needs to be replicated on the landing page but further expanded on. And by expanded on, I don't mean thousands of words on this page. Our highest performing opt-in pages that get anywhere from 50 to 70% opt-in rate don't scroll below the line. It's simply a big image, a strong headline, about 3 lines of text after that, and then a simple button. And that is it. And that's hitting 50 to 70% opt-in rate as we speak, directly off of Facebook ads cold traffic, which is huge. So when you look at your own opt-in page, is it clear? Is it simple? Does your opt-in page highlight a core problem that your target market is struggling with at this minute? And in the last video, I shared with you how you actually draw out what those core problems are from your prospective customers. Now, this is where it's critically important. If you don't set the problem that your customers are struggling with right now up on the ad and on the landing page, whatever you're selling on the back end it's not going to convert as well because it's going to be off message. So I want you to think about it like having 3 layers of messaging. The first messaging is off the advert, the second off the opt-in page, and the third off of the direct offer to buy now. If you're in the consulting business, then that direct offer or call to action will be to jump on the phone, have a conversation, or even attend a webinar or sit face-to-face in a meeting. Those messages all have to line up to ensure that you get your sales off the back end. One of the biggest problems that people face right now is that they've got their lead magnet, but the people opting in simply aren't buying. That could be one of the reasons as to why. One of the other key elements as to why people aren't opting into your landing page could simply be a lack of social proof. One of the best and easiest ways to provide social proof on that particular opt-in page is to share with them possibly how many customers you've served, or even put up a Facebook widget which shows how many individuals are actually fans of your business page. And I know some of you are going to be throwing at me, hey Ben, I really don't have that many fans, or we haven't really served that many customers yet. Well, the other things that you can look at too are potential awards, a testimonial from a happy customer, or any media exposure that you may have had. So you may feature a line that says as featured in and show the different media outlets that you've been featured in the past. This social proof element really provides you the credibility that you need to increase your opt-in rates on this particular page. What I love about focusing in on this particular page is that when you take an opt-in rate of 10%, people actually opting in for your lead magnet, and double it up to 20%, which is more than possible, you can automatically more than double your sales and your profit margins on the back end, which means that you can afford to spend more upfront on the advertising. And how you actually win the game of business is the person who can afford to spend the most money on advertising wins, because they're also optimizing their profit margins and then reinvesting those funds back into those advertising campaigns to grow the business. And the great thing about doing a lead generation strategy like this and having this strategy in place in the background is that you don't necessarily need to take out business loans or get investors. By making sure that you know these numbers, and I talked specifically about the numbers that you need to focus in on in the last video, so be sure to watch that. When you focus in on these numbers and increase your profit margins, then it's very easy to self-fund the growth in your business yourself, which means you own control over everything and you're not paying crazy stupid interest rates that really prevent you from getting ahead as fast as you'd like to without debt hanging over your head. And finally, what is the call to action on this particular page? When it comes to that button or an opt-in form, what is that button or opt-in form actually telling people to do? Is it to opt in now, subscribe now, get your free book, get your free report, join the webinar? What is that saying? Try experiments where you run opt-in pages with different wording for that one button. You might think, hey, this is pretty crazy. It's not going to work. It's not going to make that much bigger of a difference. I can tell you right now that there are crazy marketers and marketing scientists out there that measure every little element on that page. They will change one thing at a time, see if that actually has any effect on increasing the opt-in rate, and then they'll change out another element at a later stage and see what else is affecting the number of people opting in. I know from our own experiments that getting the hero image, which is the image on that opt-in page, generally it's a big one at the background, by changing that one image in the background, nothing else, we've been able to more than double the number of people buying as well as opting in. There's little things like this that can make all of the difference in the world in your business. When you start improving these numbers, the cash flow, the sales start to pick up, as well as the profit margins, so you can keep growing your business at a rapid pace. Now, if you want to know if your list building strategy is set to generate over 100,000 subscribers, be sure to take a short 60-second quiz that will provide a diagnostic tool for you to undertake to work out what are the missing elements of your lead generation strategy. To take that quiz right now, head over to benangel.co/list builder. That's benangel.co/list builder. In the meantime, take care and be sure to jump back, watch video 1 of this series, and stay tuned for video 3 very shortly. Take care and have a great day.